Good morning, folks. George Adventure here. Pretty cold morning this morning. I left home at 10 after 4. Pretty good bit of ice on my windshield. Didn't take me a little RAV4 long to get warm, but nice morning, reflection morning this morning, driving in. So, feelings. Inspirational talk today about feelings. We live in a culture, everybody got feelings. They get the feelings hurt, they're feeling this way, feeling that way. You know, I guess we all have had our feelings hurt, and, but feelings, I guess, just are sometimes are just like misleading. When your emotions get the better of you, and your feelings get hurt, or you're not feeling this or feeling that, whatever. But so anger, when you're angry, those feelings, or when you're sad, we should allow or turn that over to God. We shouldn't. We should submit our feelings to God. We should, let him handle it. That's what he does. Feelings can sometimes, our feelings can get the better of us if we let it get us emotional, or make us angry, or sad, or whatever. Sometimes that can get the better of you, and you can see the extreme part of that. You can see that in the news. You can see people let their feelings or thoughts, or their feelings turn into thoughts, turn into bad thoughts. Then they do stupid stuff, or they shoot somebody, or whatever. Working for a big company for years and years and years. And when I was a supervisor, I'd have them. I had a guy come in one time, and he said, "Can I talk to you?" And I said, "Yeah." And I knew the guy, and I'm like, he's one of them that carries his feelings on his sleeve, as we call it. So I said, "Shut the door." And he sat down. He said, "Yeah. Ken hurt my feelings today." And I'm like, "Okay, what happened?" He goes, "Well, he said something about, I know how you people from up north are." And I'm like, "Okay, that's what he said?" He said, "Yeah, that's what he said, and it hurt my feelings." And I said, "Well, I've known him for years, and he's not a person that's going to go around saying things to hurt somebody's feelings. He's a good guy, He said, "Yeah, but it hurt my feelings, and this is a grown man. I mean, dude, gracious, if that'll hurt your feelings, I'm like, but I didn't say that. I'm like, okay. So me being a supervisor, I had to handle it. So I said, well, I'll talk to him. So when they came in that afternoon, I got him up there. I got Ken up there and asked him, what the deal was, and he said, "Man, I just kidding around with him." I said, I know you. I've known you for years. I know, but I said, you know how Al is. He carries his feelings on his sleeve, and he just didn't like what you said." And so Ken said, "Well, I'll go apologize to him." I said, "Now, you ain't got to apologize. You ain't got to apologize about it. I mean, if you didn't do it, you didn't do it on purpose, or to do anything, terrible or anything." So he said, "No, I'll apologize." So he apologized, and then that guy, he come out, and he came back and said, "Yeah, I can't apologize, and I appreciate it." And he was looking for an apology. That's what he was looking for. So, and I dealt with that a lot as a supervisor, about feelings. I feel feel like so-and-so, was mean, or so-and-so this, or so, and I'm like, God, just, let's just come in and do our job. These are grown men, these are grown men. Just come in and do your job. We were always told when I was on a crew, leave your feelings at the gate. Leave your feelings at the gate. Now, we shouldn't try to hurt feelings. I've hurt my wife's feelings and didn't realize it, or my daughter or something, and didn't realize it, because I can be pretty blunt. So something like that, you need to make it right with that person. You need to make it right, but we live in a culture where everybody's feelings. Oh, he said he didn't like the color of my truck, and he hurt my feelings, or he said something about my shoes, or said my hair don't look good pink, or whatever, and it's like, gosh, get a thick skin. We had to get a thick skin coming up. We had to have a thick skin. You should never intentionally try to hurt somebody's feelings by an insult or anything like that. But playing around, you have to be careful now. You can't even kid around. And if you kid around the wrong way now, you'll get fired. So you can't even kid around. So if you don't know a person, it's better sometimes to just button it. Don't joke with them at work. Don't kid around. Don't do anything like that, because I'm sorry, man, my nose is cold. My nose has been trying to run. But, you never want to intentionally say stuff to somebody that you're doing on purpose to hurt their feelings or hurt them, or, because that's just not right either. But if you say something like, it's cold today, and they go, you hurt my feelings. Because I wasn't really cold, I was warm, and that hurt my feelings, or, you shouldn't have said, I know I'm getting ridiculous, but now our culture today is just absolutely off the chain with this stuff, and it can cost you a job. It can cost you your job, because the person that gets their feelings hurt, they can make it hard on you. So, just try to, be careful, what you say and who you say it to. And definitely, if you don't know a person, definitely want to be careful what you say, because the least little thing nowadays, can offend them. You may say they got a little dirt on their car, and oh my God, I just washed it last month. That hurts my feelings, so. I've always had a thick skin. You can't hardly hurt my feelings, man. I just take it, take my lumps and go on. I'm not very sensitive about stuff. You can call me a dirty SOB, and I'm good with you the next, I'm good with you, whatever, and a lot of people, they get their feelings hurt and they hold a grudge. Grudges are not good. You don't hold grudges to people, They could be having a bad day, and just, you may say something to set them off. And I'm not making an excuse, but, don't hold a grudge with people. And I know people, buddy, they hold grudges for years and years and years and years, and they never let things go. So you don't want to be one of them. And if you're having a bad day or a sad day, or feeling down, or you woke up in a bad spirit, whatever, go to God about it. Let him deal with it. He'll take it away from you. He's there for us to talk to when we're feeling that way. We all feel down. We all feel down from time to time. This is a hard world we live in now. It's a hard world, and things are hard, and we got a lot of things going on, that's not good, that are terrible, and we have to deal with it every day we wake up, and we go from one extreme to the other. And so, you know, most of us get down a little bit or get in a bad spirit. You know, I wake up sometimes and you know, I'll get in my RAV and driving to work, and I'll hear something on the news or whatever, which I don't really listen to the news, but I may be listening to a podcast or something, and I hear something, you know, and I get angry about it, and so it put me in a bad spirit. But that's when I have to get to work, and I have to remember, no matter what happens in this world, it doesn't matter, because God is in control of everything. He's in control of everything in this country of ours, in the world, period. He made this world. He made it. He can destroy it when he wants to. And you know, he's patient with us, and he loves us, and he's patient. He's letting us have life. So when you get down or somebody says something that hurts your feelings, you know, just go to God. Sorry, man, my nose is just running this morning, itching or whatever, because of the weather. But anyway, so what am I carrying today? Got my mantis. I actually just cut up an apple with it. Boy, I put this bad boy on a stone, and whoo-wee, it's scary. Scary. It'll grab your finger. But got this mantis, very good knife company. Carrying it today. Carrying my Hank. Good for your nose, good for your glasses. Carrying this Bearhead Trapper. It's got a good Warncliffe blade. This is the Georgia edition, special edition. Yeah, I had that added on there for $8. Ain't that good? And it's actually not, acid. It's actually engraved in the blade. I don't know, I just thought that was kind of cool. Just a cool little touch. But got that. I got me a new Parker Jotter XL in black, made in France, not made in China, made in France. Black XL, blacked out. Love this pen. It's good if you got big hands. Got it. I got another knife. You know, y'all just gonna have to hold your horses there for a minute. So, can y'all guess what I got? What I'm pulling out? What kind of knife? It is a Saudi. And I had to put this whiskey bone Saudi in my pocket. I missed a whiskey bone last night. It expired. It was sold. I fell asleep while I was watching it. So it went for, I think, 61 bucks. Kind of made me sick because I'd like to have it. So there's my whiskey bone Saudi. Love me some whiskey bone. I'm always trying to find them. Trying to buy them. Got my pocket organizer. Well, I got my lighter. Got my Zippo. Fire's good. You gotta have fire, man. You gotta have fire. Pocket organizer, an ink pen, flashlight, one more item. I've been carrying these a lot, man. These Knipex. I actually, when I sew my leather stuff, I use these to pull the needle through. It just makes your fingers don't get as sore because you're gripping right here instead of like this. So carry those. Got my little notebook here in my back pocket. I ain't gonna pull it out. It's kind of hard to get out. But so anyway, that's my video. I'm up to 14 minutes, so I'm gonna get off of here. Hope you enjoyed the little inspirational talk. Y'all have a great day. God bless. And I'm fixing to leave and get out with the crew. And it's Monday. Have a great Monday. Remember, keep that knife sharp. Remember who is in charge, who is on the throne. God bless.